What if I told you that there's a tiny spot on your body, a single point, that when gently tapped for just 30 seconds could help spark stronger blood flow, lower your stress, and even support firmer erections? Sounds far-fetched, right? But stick with me, because this isn't a gimmick and it's not some internet nonsense. It's based on real principles used in traditional medicine for centuries, and it's finally getting the attention it deserves. Here's the deal. As we age, changes in blood flow hormones, and even confidence can all work against us in the bedroom. Pills might seem like the only option, but they come with side effects and don't always get to the root of the problem. What most men don't know is that there's a natural, simple technique that could support better performance, and all it takes is your fingers a little focus and about 30 seconds. I'm going to walk you through the exact point, how to find it, how to use it, and what to expect. No medical degree needed, no pressure. Just a helpful trick that might be the missing piece you've been looking for. So grab a comfortable seat and stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have something in your back pocket that just might change the game. And hey, if this already sounds interesting or helpful, feel free to tap that subscribe button. This is Senior Health Secrets. I'm Dr. John, and you're in good hands. Hi there, I'm Dr. John, and welcome to Senior Health Secrets. I've spent over 30 years as a health professional working with seniors across the United States, helping folks just like you improve their energy intimacy and overall well-being in natural, sustainable ways. And let me tell you something I've learned over those decades. The body may age, but desire doesn't disappear, and with the right support, neither does performance. If you're a man over 60 and you've noticed things aren't quite working like they used to in the bedroom, you're not alone. Whether it's trouble getting or keeping an erection, feeling less confident, or just not having that same spark, you're in the majority, not the minority. And the good news, you're not stuck with it. Today, I want to show you a technique that's simple, drug-free, and honestly pretty relaxing. You don't need to go to a doctor's office or a fancy clinic. You can do it at home in under a minute, and it could help support firmer erections by improving blood flow and reducing anxiety, two of the biggest players in male sexual health. Now, I'm not saying this is a magic bullet, but I am saying that when you combine this technique with a few lifestyle tweaks, which I'll also share, it can create real noticeable change. So if that sounds good, feel free to hit that subscribe button or give this video a thumbs up. It helps more people see it, and I truly appreciate it. Let's get into the heart of the matter, why things change after 60, and what we can actually do about it. Let's start with something that needs to be said loud and clear. If your erections aren't what they used to be, you are not broken. You're not failing. You're aging, and the body goes through changes. That's not a weakness, it's part of being human. Now, I want to help you understand what's actually happening, because when you know what's going on under the hood, you're in a better position to take control of it. Most men over 60 experience some degree of erectile difficulty. For some, it's occasional. For others, it becomes more frequent. But let's break it down. Think of your blood vessels like garden hoses. When you're young, those hoses are soft, and flexible water flows freely. But as we get older, those hoses can stiffen. That's due to a natural process called endothelial dysfunction. It's a fancy term, but it just means the lining of your blood vessels doesn't relax and expand as easily, which reduces blood flow. Now, an erection is all about blood flow. The more blood that flows into the penis and stays there, the firmer the erection. But if those vessels are narrowed or not opening up the way they should, it's like trying to inflate a balloon with a pinched air hose. It just doesn't work as well. Testosterone plays a role too, of course. After age 30, testosterone levels drop by about 1% a year. By the time you're in your 60s or 70s, that can add up. Testosterone supports libido, energy, even mood. But here's something important. Low testosterone alone doesn't cause erectile dysfunction. It contributes, yes, but blood flow is still the main player. Let's not forget medications. Blood pressure pills, antidepressants, even certain antihistamines can all impact performance. So if you're on meds and you've noticed a change, you're not imagining things. It's a known side effect, and you're not alone in dealing with it. And then there's stress. Oh, stress. Even if you're retired and the kids are grown, we all carry worry about health, finances, relationships. The body doesn't separate emotional stress from physical danger. When you're tense or anxious, your nervous system flips into fight or flight mode. And guess what? That shuts down sexual function. It's your body's way of saying, now's not the time to reproduce, we're under threat. Not helpful when you're trying to be intimate. And we can't talk about erections without mentioning circulation and heart health. The same blood vessels that feed your heart are connected to the ones that feed your penis. That's why erectile issues are often the first sign of heart disease, not the last. It's like your body's early warning system. But here's the hopeful part. Many of these issues are manageable. You don't have to resign yourself to a lifetime of little blue pills or frustration. Once you understand what's going wrong, you can take smart, natural steps to turn things around. And that brings us to the exciting part. There's one point on your body, just one that when activated the right way, may help improve circulation, reduce anxiety, and even support hormonal balance. It's been used for centuries in traditional medicine, and you probably never even knew it existed. Let me show you exactly where it is and how to use it to your advantage. All right, now let's talk about this powerful little point that's been quietly helping people feel more energized, more relaxed, and yes, more responsive for centuries. This point is part of what's known as acupressure. You've probably heard of acupuncture, where tiny needles are used to stimulate specific points on the body to balance energy and promote healing. Acupressure is the same idea, but instead of needles, we use touch, gentle pressure, or tapping. Traditional Chinese medicine has mapped out hundreds of these points over thousands of years. And while not every one of them has been studied by Western science, many are gaining attention for their effects on the nervous system, circulation, and more. The point we're talking about today is called Yongquan, or Kidney 1. Don't let the name throw you. It's not directly connected to your kidneys. In Chinese medicine, the kidney meridian governs energy, vitality, and sexual health. It's sort of like the body's battery, keeping your power reserves topped up. So, where is this magic spot? Take a look at the sole of your foot. Now imagine a line from your second toe straight down and another line that crosses the ball of your foot. Where those two meet, right in the soft dip under the ball of your foot, that's Yongquan. It's about a third of the way down from your toes to your heel. It's an easy spot to find once you've done it a few times. And once you know where it is, you can stimulate it with a simple technique I'll walk you through in the next section. But why this point? Yongquan is the only acupressure point located on the bottom of the foot, and it's considered the gateway for grounding energy. In Western terms, it helps calm the nervous system, reduce anxiety, and improve circulation. In traditional terms, it's said to help descend excess energy from the head down into the body, creating calm, connection, and focus. Think about it. What's one of the biggest enemies of male performance anxiety? The second, poor circulation. This point addresses both. There's some interesting science too. Studies on acupressure and similar techniques have shown measurable effects on blood pressure, heart rate, and even brainwave patterns. When this point is stimulated, especially alongside deep breathing, it seems to signal the body to enter a more relaxed parasympathetic state. That's the rest and digest mode, and it's where sexual arousal actually happens. Now, let me tell you about George. George is a patient of mine, 67 years old, sharp as a tack retired engineer. He came to me one day and said, "Doc, I don't want to rely on pills. I don't mind aging, but I do mind feeling disconnected from my wife. Is there anything else I can try?" I introduced him to the tapping technique I'm about to share with you. At first, he chuckled. "You want me to rub my feet to fix that?" I said. "Just try it for a week, nothing to lose." He started doing it every evening. Quiet room lights, low, deep breathing, gentle tapping on Yongquan. On day 4, he called me. I remember the exact words, "This is shockingly effective." Now, to be clear, George also made a few other changes, cut back on evening drinks, started walking more, but he said the tapping was what helped him feel present again, confident, calm, and that alone made all the difference. You don't need to believe in Chinese medicine to give this a try. Your body will tell you if it helps. It costs nothing, takes less than a minute, and it just might give you a new sense of control. So, let's take the mystery out of it. In the next section, I'll guide you through exactly how to locate the point, how to stimulate it, and how to combine it with your breath for the best results. No equipment needed, just you and a little curiosity. All right, let's get into the good stuff, the how-to. Don't worry, this isn't complicated. In fact, it's probably one of the easiest things you'll ever do to support your sexual health. Here's what you'll need: a quiet spot where you can sit comfortably and reach the bottom of your feet. You don't need any special tools, oils, or devices, just your fingers and a little focus. Let's find the point first. Take off your socks and shoes. Go ahead, I'll wait. Now, look at the sole of your foot. Start from the base of your second toe. Draw an imaginary straight line down toward your heel. Then imagine a horizontal line across the ball of your foot, the fleshy part just below your toes. The point where those two lines meet just under the ball of the foot, slightly toward the center, is Yongquan, also known as kidney 1. If you press there with your thumb, you might feel a little dip. That's the spot. It might feel a little tender if you've been stressed or fatigued. That's totally normal. Now here's how to stimulate it. Sit in a relaxed position, cross-legged if that's comfortable, or in a chair with one foot resting on the opposite knee. Start by gently tapping the point with 2 or 3 fingers. You don't need to hit it hard. This is more like drumming your fingers on a table than hammering a nail. Do this tapping for 30 seconds to a minute. You can do it longer if it feels good. Now, while you're tapping, I want you to breathe. Not just any breathing, slow, deep belly breathing. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for 2. Exhale gently through your mouth for a count of 6. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. The combination of tapping and deep breathing helps your body move out of stress mode and into what we call the parasympathetic state, that relax and respond mode, where sexual arousal becomes possible. You can also massage the point in small circles if you prefer. Use your thumb or knuckle press in gently and move in slow clockwise circles for about 30 seconds. Do this on both feet if you can, but even one side is better than nothing. Now, when's the best time to do this? I recommend using this technique about 10 to 20 minutes before intimacy. It sets the stage, it calms your nerves, improves circulation, and signals to your body, we're safe, we're ready, let's be present. But here's the other secret: you don't have to wait until you're ready to be intimate. You can do this daily, just like brushing your teeth. Many men find that using this point every evening before bed helps with relaxation, sleep quality, and overall performance over time. It's like tuning an instrument. It works better when it's done consistently. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, Dr. John, this feels too simple to actually work. And I get it. We've been trained to think that only things that cost money or come in a bottle can help us. But the truth is, your body is designed to heal, to respond, and to adapt. This technique simply helps remove some of the barriers, tension, poor blood flow, nervous system overload, and allows your natural function to shine through. If you're still skeptical, I invite you to just try it. Tonight, quiet room, low lights, deep breathing, tap the point, feel the shift. You might not feel a lightning bolt, but you may notice a soft calm, a little more presence, maybe even a little warmth where it counts. And remember, don't wait for perfection. Progress is what we're after. In the next part, we'll talk about how to combine this technique with other simple lifestyle habits that support firmer erections and better intimacy, things like hydration, walking, and what not to eat right before bed. These little changes can stack up to big results. Now that you've learned the tapping technique and hopefully given it a try, I want to show you how to build on that foundation. Because while the kidney 1 point is powerful, it works even better when paired with a few lifestyle tweaks that support your body's natural ability to perform. Think of it this way: if tapping the foot is like lighting a match, these next steps are like adding dry kindling. They help the fire catch and burn stronger. Let's start with something simple: hydration. I can't tell you how many times I've seen men struggle with energy, stamina, and circulation, only to realize they're running on fumes because they're dehydrated. Blood is about 90% water, and when you're dehydrated, it's thicker. That means it's harder for your heart to pump it, and harder for it to reach where it needs to go, including the penis. So here's a simple fix: aim to drink a full glass of water first thing in the morning, and keep a bottle near you throughout the day. Especially if you're drinking coffee, tea, or alcohol, those all dehydrate you. Hydration might not sound sexy, but it sure helps make sex possible. Next up, movement. I'm not talking about running marathons. I mean gentle, consistent activity, walking, stretching, maybe a little light strength training if you're up for it. Blood flow improves with movement. Just a brisk 20-minute walk each day can boost circulation, lower blood pressure, and help balance hormones like testosterone. Plus, movement reduces stress, helps you sleep better, and boosts confidence. And let's be honest, when you feel better, you perform better. Now let's talk about something many people overlook: food timing. One of the sneakiest libido killers is eating a heavy, greasy meal right before bedtime, or worse, right before intimacy. Your body only has so much energy. If it's busy trying to digest a triple cheeseburger, it's not going to prioritize blood flow to your private parts. If intimacy is on the calendar, try to eat your last meal at least 2 to 3 hours beforehand. Keep it light. Think lean proteins, vegetables, and healthy fats. Stay away from heavy starches and fried foods. You want to feel light and energized, not bloated and sluggish. Here's another one that might surprise you: Deep sleep is directly connected to sexual health. That's because the majority of testosterone production happens while you sleep, particularly during deep REM cycles. If you're waking up frequently or not getting quality sleep, your testosterone might suffer. Simple sleep tips. Avoid screens at least an hour before bed, keep your room cool and dark, and try not to drink alcohol too close to bedtime. It fragments sleep, even if it makes you feel sleepy at first. Now let me touch on something important that isn't often discussed: emotional connection. Performance isn't just about plumbing, it's about presence. Especially in long-term relationships, intimacy isn't just physical, it's mental and emotional. Feeling connected, seen, and appreciated by your partner creates safety. And when you feel safe, arousal follows naturally. That's why so many men find that when they're stressed or emotionally distant, their performance suffers even if everything else is working fine. Take a little time before intimacy to talk, laugh, or even hold each other. That soft connection sets the stage for everything that follows. Now, let me tell you about Richard. Richard is 72, a retired firefighter. He came to me frustrated, not with his health, but with how disconnected he felt from his wife. "She's beautiful," he said, "but we're just going through the motions." He started using the tapping technique daily. But more than that, he added a 10-minute walk with his wife after dinner. No phones, no distractions, just walking and talking. Within 2 weeks, not only did his stress go down, but his performance improved, and more importantly, so did their closeness. He told me I thought I had a physical problem. Turns out I just needed to be present again. This stuff matters, my friend. Intimacy doesn't live in pills or pressure. It lives in your habits, your breath, your sleep, your connection, your confidence. So let's do a quick recap of these powerful lifestyle tweaks. You can start today. Drink more water, especially in the morning. Take a short walk daily to boost circulation and energy. Avoid heavy meals close to bedtime or intimacy. Prioritize sleep, protect your testosterone and energy. Nurture emotional connection with your partner. When you stack these simple habits alongside the Kidney One tapping technique, you're no longer guessing, you're building. Now in our final part, I'll show you how to pull all this together into a simple routine you can do regularly to feel more confident, connected, and ready. Let's bring everything we've talked about together into one smooth, simple routine, something you can actually use, not just understand. This is your personal pre-intimacy ritual. Not a chore, not a checklist, just a gentle grounding way to prepare your body and mind for connection and feel more in control of your performance. Here's how it goes. Start about 20 to 30 minutes before intimacy. This gives you time to relax, reset, and engage your body's natural systems without rushing. Think of it like warming up an engine before a smooth drive. Step 1. Set the environment. Dim the lights. Turn off the TV or anything loud or distracting. This helps your nervous system shift from alert mode to relaxed mode. Maybe even put on soft music if you and your partner enjoy that. Comfort matters more than we realize. Step 2. Hydrate. Drink a glass of water, not too cold, just room temperature. This helps your circulation and primes your energy. Avoid alcohol right before intimacy. It might lower inhibitions, but it also dulls the nervous system and makes it harder to perform. Step 3. Movement. Take a short, relaxed walk around the house, or even do a few gentle stretches. This isn't exercise, it's stimulation. Just getting the blood flowing, especially to your legs and core, supports stronger function later. Step 4. Tap the point. Find that Yongquan point on the sole of your foot. Sit comfortably, breathe deeply, and begin tapping gently. About 60 seconds on each foot while you continue slow belly breathing. Feel the rhythm. Let your mind quiet down. Step 5. Connect. Before you jump into physical intimacy, take just a few minutes to connect with your partner. A quiet hug, eye contact, a compliment, even just holding hands while you breathe together. This builds emotional safety, and that's the foundation of good, relaxed intimacy. Optional step if you have time and feel inclined: massage each other's feet. That's right. Mutual foot massage isn't just relaxing, it stimulates the very points we've talked about and creates closeness without pressure. No performance, just connection. Now, I know this might sound like a lot when you're used to being spontaneous or letting things just happen. But I'll tell you this, the men who take the time to be intentional about this see results not just physically, but emotionally. Because it tells your body and your partner, you matter. This matters. I'm showing up fully. And the best part, the more you do it, the easier it gets. Eventually, it becomes second nature. You won't have to think about each step. It'll be a natural rhythm, just like brushing your teeth or tying your shoes. Let's not forget you've spent decades building habits, living life, taking care of others. Now it's your turn to take care of you. Not because anything is broken, but because you deserve to feel confident, relaxed, and connected in this stage of life. There is no too late, no past your prime. You are not defined by a number or a diagnosis or a moment of disappointment. You're still you, and you still can. So tonight, or the next time you're with your partner, try it. Set the tone, breathe, tap the point, connect. And most of all, let go of pressure. The goal isn't perfection, it's presence. So there you have it, my friend. A simple pressure point, a few lifestyle tweaks, and a quiet moment of connection. That's all it takes to begin reclaiming your confidence and intimacy after 60. If this helped you, drop a 1 in the comments and share this video with someone who might benefit from it too. You never know who needs a little reminder that it's never too late to feel good again. And if you'd like more science-backed practical advice just like this, feel free to subscribe. I'm Dr. John, and I'm here to help you live stronger, longer, and with more joy. You're not alone in this journey. I believe in you. Keep going. You've got this.